Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 7th already of November 2022. Tomorrow is the 2022 midterm elections. Let's start today off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Monday morning, a blessing to carry us with confidence and courage through this week. Here we go. Look at this. We get your blessed power. Listen to this, everyone. Open your hearts and minds to receive this blessing. You are a field of endless possibility with unlimited power to create. Every atom of you is full of abstract potential that can be molded into any form. Every particle of you holds the blueprint of creation. You are a force of nature and a great blessing on this earth. Namaste. Namaste. Let me read this one more time. Your blessed power. You are a field of endless possibility with unlimited power to create. Every atom of you is full of abstract potential that can be molded into any form. Every particle of you holds the blueprint of creation. You are a force of nature and a great blessing on this earth. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. That is a powerful blessing for this morning. Hold on to that. Guys, again, gird up your loins. Take all your power, all your bravery. If you have already voted, please get out there and lend your voice, lend support. Go do a phone bank, go knock doors. Guys, and I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Tomorrow I'm phone banking. Today I might go knock doors with Pete Buttigieg. Not sure about that because I got bad feet. But I will do what I can. Guys, we need to stand together, and that's what it's about. Just putting your energy in with the collective in a way that creates change, will give us power, will help the magic. Understand, the more that we come together and put our minds and thoughts and words together, we will change the outcome of this election. Believe that. It takes us to stand together, though. We cannot be apart and be apathetic and be afraid. We must come together. Guys, whatever you can do, do it. Please do it. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I got some excellent questions. First question, and this one is mine. This entire mess that we are in today literally is due to the actions of one man, the missteps of one man, a man who broke the law at the very outset of all of this way back in 2016. And that man's name is James Comey. I would like to know, will James Comey, the former FBI agent who sabotaged the 2016 election between Hillary Clinton and old Donnie Boy, Jim Comey, wrecked our election in 2016 The reason that Hillary Clinton was not elected president was a direct result of what Jim Comey did. So let's pull on that. Tarot, universe, creator, spirit guides, ancestors, please tell us all you can about what will be the final outcome of James Comey. Will he be questioned, held accountable for his personal actions in the 2016 election that threw us into this time of chaos? Will James Comey ever be held accountable for his actions in the 2016 election? I feel there it is. I see it. Will James Comey ever be held accountable? Okay, the cards do not want to be shuffled anymore, guys. Will James Comey ever be held accountable for what he did in the 2016 election? Okay, that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What is that? Wheel of Fortune, increase abundance. That is a yes, guys. Okay, we got a couple of yeses in here. Let me read this to you. First thing, what Jim Comey did in the 2016 election was that he inserted doubt. He directly injected doubt into the electorate. Himself made Hillary Clinton look like she was a criminal, that she was hiding something. This was illegal. The first thing that they cannot do is anything to interfere with the election. Now, old Jim Comey got fired by Donnie Boy for not wanting to play ball. But what we don't understand is that old Jim Comey was already playing ball. And we gave him a pass because Donnie fired him. Because it was made to look like he was an upstanding person. Guys, I'm going to tell you this right here. Jim Comey, it was just as much a criminal as old Donnie Boy was. And I got to say, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, but this is the facts. The head of the FBI went against the whole FBI's operating procedure and went after a candidate that was running. Disclosed things that they are not supposed to disclose. Went on television to inject doubt into the election. Jim Comey did not want Hillary Clinton to be elected president. He did not want her to win, and he knew that she would win. And he knew that what he did, his words, would change the outcome of that election. Yes, it did. He wasn't in bed with Donnie. He was in bed with powers bigger than Donnie. So when Donnie made him walk away, when Donnie told him you're fired, that was fine with Jim. He had done exactly what he was supposed to do. He finished breaking the democracy of 2016. He is the prime reason that the election that Hillary, who won the popular vote by over 3 million votes, lost the Electoral College, because that was the only way that the election could be rigged. to take the vote away from the people and give it to the states. That's what the Electoral College is, guys. Understand, that is a back door to say, no, people are too stupid to elect people for themselves. So the state has the last word. They manipulated it, they corrupted it, and then they used it to ensure that 45 would be named the winner by the Electoral College, but not by the popular vote. So they have already gone against the will of the people with the help of James Comey. James Comey is the precedent of why we are here where we are now. He broke it. He inserted doubt into our election at a crucial time. He by himself sabotaged the 2016 election. He has always been worried that it is going to come back around and get to him. He has been worried about this since he did it. But he has been slapped on the back and okie doke. Understand, the powers that be are very, very big. And they have control over a whole lot of people. And understand, all of these people got some kind of payment. They got taken care of some kind of way. We haven't heard one word from Comey since he did what he did. We have not heard this man stand up and apologize to this nation for what he did to us, because he sabotaged the United States. Him single-handedly sabotaged the United States. And then Donnie Boy fired him. So it was like, oh, he did some grandiose thing by not playing ball with Donnie. But that's because he was playing ball with people bigger than Donnie. This was the one who initially broke the system. It was him by himself, because he had the power to do it, and he did it. Had he kept his mouth shut for 1 week, we would not be where we are. And that's a fact, guys. We have to put the blame squarely on the shoulders of the one that it belongs to. Jim Comey, the former head of the FBI, is the reason that our democracy is hanging on by a doll's hair. Okay? That is the reason. He sabotaged us for his own gain. He was working. Guys, this is your secret societies. This is the secret underhanded control mechanism that is running this country and the world. It is at the hand of these evil men who we put on pedestals, who we give them all of this power, and then allow them just to swim away like the slippery little eels that they are, without ever being brought to justice, without ever being held to account for what they did. But the answer is yes to this question. At some point in the future, the funky finger of fate will turn around and point right in the face of James Comey. Yes, it will. Okay, my next question is from Danielle. This is an interesting question, and I'm so glad that you asked this, Danielle. This question is about, should we charge our crystals or make moon water during an eclipse? And guys, I must say this. Understand the phases of the moon. Understand the power that is in the eclipse. When you make your moon water, when you charge your crystals by the moonlight or by the phases of the moon, you are asking the moon to imbue your crystals or your water or yourself with its magical, powerful properties. We are about to have a total lunar eclipse tomorrow. A total lunar eclipse. This is a powerful phenomena. This is dark energy and light energy. And understand, you must have both for totality. Yin and yang. You must have you must have a spot of darkness in your light. You must have a spot of light in your darkness. That brings balance. Okay? So, it is very personal for each person to decide how and when they make their moon water. Just understand that there is power. There is power in the eclipse. There is chaotic energy as well as stellar energy. There is power. Just understand that you must take in the totality of that eclipse into what you're doing and speak the words that you want spoken to your water and crystals in this powerful phase of the moon. Okay? So, you can make moon water whenever you want to. The magic is in you. There is power in the eclipse, and you can harness some of that eclipse power. Just know that there is chaos in that as well. There is darkness as well as light in the eclipse. That is exactly what the eclipse is. That is the sun and the moon, darkness and light coming together, okay, and then separating. There is power there. So it is up to you. Do not be afraid of anything. Use your intuition. Your magic is personal, and no one but you can tell you how to use it or how to draw it into your life. It is up to you. The only person who can say what is right or wrong for you is you. All right? All right. My next question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl would like to know, are any of the people who are out there intimidating voters, who are armed and wearing balaclavas and desert warfare camouflage gear, holding vigils at drop boxes? Oh my God. This is the insanity of where we are. Are any of those people police officers? I already told y'all, yeah, but let's ask Taro. Taro, are any of the people who are practicing voter intimidation at this time active duty police officers? Yep, sure are. And guys, yeah, there are. There are people who are supposed to be protecting us, who are victimizing us. And these people are going to be identified. And guys, understand you have power as well. Police officers can be arrested too. Oh, yes, they can. If they are breaking the law, doing things outside of their whatever they're supposed to do, yes, they can. If somebody is intimidating you, if somebody is making it hard, call 911. That's what it is there for. And if the people are police officers who are breaking the law, then let them be dealt with by their own peers. All we can do is report. But we've got to report. We cannot be intimidatable. Again, guys, pull up your pants. Pull them up. Puff out your chest. It is time for us to stand up for ourselves. We must. They are going to do everything they can to try to scare us. And if you're going to be scared, guess what? They're going to win. You got, like I said Saturday, like I said Friday, you got to be willing to stand up for something or you will fall for anything. And I stand on that. This is the time for all of our courage. We must stand together. Guys, how many of you are former military who can remember old cadences that can get people motivated to chant? How many of you can just get things rocking to where you can bring energy into a crowd, to you can bring power and strength to people who are standing online? Even if you're going to be singing Negro spirituals such as We Shall Overcome. That is power. To get a group saying the same thing in rhythm. Singing is power. It is magic. Guys, bring your special self to the places that need help the most and just inject encouragement, inject excitement, make those long waits online not so hard by pulling people's energy together and creating magic. Martin didn't get people to march hundreds of miles in silence. They marched and sang. They marched and chanted. And that was the energy that carried them across the finish line. We would not be where we are now, today, without the fight of Malcolm, without the fight of Martin. We have to continue this fight. We have to stand up, rise up like the sea and stamp out fascism, racism, hatred, and separatism. We got to stand up together. All right. My next question. Will Taiwan allow Taiwan is allowing China to provide palliative care for their panda Tuan or Tuan. Will this act of kindness between China and Taiwan, oh my goodness, got a whole bunch of jumpers, bring peace between the two nations? Will China's care of the panda Tuan in Taiwan help bring peace between the two nations? Here we go. Okay. All right. There are a lot of people that are hoping that this can bring a change. But guys, now this is a glimmer of hope. That is what this yes is. And that is because of its position in this throw. The first thing is, the nation of Taiwan is trying to move away from war. They do not want to fight with China because they know that it's an island. China is an entire freaking continent. Oh, I mean, it's huge compared to Taiwan. And the capabilities of China versus China would crush Taiwan. But Taiwan is valuable. And China does not want to just go in and decimate it because it needs what the Taiwanese can provide. Okay? And this is chips. This is technology. So this is a need that China needs to acquire without completely destroying it because they want what Taiwan has. They don't want to possess Taiwan. They want to possess the capabilities that Taiwan has because those capabilities would enrich China. But the thing is, Taiwan does not want to fight. China wants to possess. Taiwan is doing everything that they can to invite peace. Will it be a lasting resolution? No. No, it won't. And this is because of the greed of the larger nation wanting to possess Taiwan. So Taiwan is reaching out with good faith, trying to do what it can to bring peace. But that is not what China has in mind. China wants to possess, to take over, and to take the resources that Taiwan has. Okay, next question. How will Black Twitter respond to Elon's purchase of Twitter? Okay, and we know now we have heard that Elon has fired thousands of people right before Christmas, right before Thanksgiving. Look, when these people show you who they are, believe them. Elon has just shown you exactly who he is. After racism on the platform has increased hundreds of percent. Now the first thing he did was fire all of the controlling board. The second thing he did was lock out all his controllers, all of his moderators, all the people who make the platform work. Cut it down to a skeleton crew. Lock them all out of their accounts. Understand, guys. Twitter this is everybody's data, your information. Elon has complete control over it. He's going to start charging you to use that platform. He's going to start blocking people and kicking them off. This is going to become an echo chamber for the right. This is going to become just as nasty as the dark web. And that is exactly what they want it to be. This is going to be a horrible, horrible, horrible place to be on. Guys, I'm going to say it this way, and I'm going to say it just like it needs to be said. Find another platform. Close your account. It's going to get very bad. It's going to be a hostile, nasty place. It is not going to be a place for free speech. This is going to be a place for hate speech, for protected hate speech. He is going to allow this platform to devolve into a hellscape of fascism, racism, and hate. He is going to deregulate it. He already has. That's why he got rid of the people that he got rid of. This is so that the only voice that will be heard will be his. Okay? It is not, whatever you are on there for, it is not going to be that anymore. It is going to become an echo chamber. And it is going to be designed to turn people against democracy. It's going to be a very nasty place. It's going to turn into exactly what Zuckerberg did to Facebook. A hateful place. A place that's ripe for fascism and hate groups and lies, misinformation, disinformation, keeping people ignorant on purpose, lying to people on purpose, to make them believe that that is what the truth is. It's a mass platform of manipulation. And he wants to own the whole thing. Beware. I'm telling you now. Beware. Sometimes you got to leave the party. And if you want to protect yourself, it might be time to leave the platform. And I'll just leave that right there. But you have free will. Do whatever it is you want to do. Just understand who you're giving all your time and information to. All right. Since Elon fired half of his company, let's ask Taro this. What is going to be the outcome of Twitter? When the dust settles and all of this is said and done, what will become of the platform known as Twitter? Oh gosh. Okay, guys. He's now this is kind of funny, but I'm sorry. He deserves this. He deserves this. He is going to do everything he can to turn this into, like I said, into a hellscape. This platform has never been profitable. In fact, it's a money pit. It is a money drain. He is going to lose. He is just going to watch his money swirl around the drain. He's also going to find himself in some trouble. Guys, there were some laws broken. There were some things done that were unscrupulous. He broke laws. I don't know, hiring laws, laws involving his employees, that he's going to have lawsuits lobbied against him that he is going to lose. He is going to be tied up in legal. This is what this card is saying right here. Oh, this is Elon right here. He's going to be tied up in a whole bunch of legal issues behind what he just did. Expect for some people to start boycotting Twitter. Expect for people to begin boycotting the platform. People who are going to help him fail a little bit quicker. Oh, Elon is doing this for Donnie Boy and for Vlad. He is doing this for his fellow oligarchs. He is doing this to change the narrative, to try to control the narrative so that people don't hate the rich folks the way that they are. And this is what it is, guys. Money, this is money trying to buy their protection, trying to steal the voice of everybody else by stealing the platforms of speech that the regular, everyday, ordinary person uses. This is an infiltration of the oligarchs into the conversation of the everyday man. This is the insertion of the oligarchs trying to steal the voice of the everyday man, to turn the narrative, to change the speech to that which the rich want you talking about, to go against your own self-interests and to support them. Oh yes, the rich need you right now. They need you to turn against yourself, to starve yourself to make sure that they eat. And we are going to see everything that they are going to try to do to us. Keep your eyes open. And again, come on guys, don't be a sheep. Be the shepherd. Don't be a sheep. Be a leader. Stand up. Question things that don't make sense to you. If it don't sound right, if it don't smell right, if it don't taste right, question it. Don't eat it. Don't put it into your body. If it is something that you are averse to, question it. Find out what it is that's making you feel this way. We got to trust ourselves and stop trusting rich folks just because they're rich. Just because somebody has money does not mean they are intelligent. Doggone it. It just means that they're lucky. Or that maybe their family controls so much that they don't have to worry like the rest of us do. All right, here we go. Next question. Oh, this is from Danielle. Tiffany Cross of MSNBC has been fired. And guys, before I stopped watching television, I did see Tiffany Cross, and I thought she was a little spitfire. She was kind of direct and to the point. She had a pretty face. She was articulate. She was smart. And she has been fired. I don't know how many black anchors there are besides my girl that changes her hair like she changes her mind. And I just can't think of her name right now. But everybody who knows who I'm talking about. A black anchor who, I mean, she can reinvent herself every single day by her hairdo. But anyway, I know that it was her. She's the only other black anchor that I can think of on MSNBC besides Tiffany Cross. So, Tarot, please tell us, Spirit Guides, Universe, Ancestors, speak freely through me. Tell me, what happened that MSNBC fired Tiffany Cross? What happened? Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Okay. Tiffany offended somebody. Tiffany offended somebody with her words. And guys, again, understand, and I'm going to keep saying this because I think a lot of people don't understand. I do not watch television. I do not watch the news. Every read that I do is an ice cold read, okay? So if something has happened and I'm reading on it and the outcome has already happened, I did not know about it, okay? So I don't research these questions. I don't write them until the night before or the day of the recording. And I just need everybody to understand that. So, okay, here we go. Tiffany Cross, fired from MSNBC. Tiffany said something that stirred up a whole lot of drama that was going to start a whole avalanche of trouble. I believe she may have illuminated something or someone that they did not want to be illuminated. And she refused to back down off of it because she's a journalist and she's not in the business of hiding the news, rather informing the news. Guys, I feel like there were people who were bent on telling her how she was supposed to run her show, how she was supposed to have people lean in or out. And she was more concerned with real journalism. Guys, she was dragging up some stuff. She was pulling some swamp things out of the bottom of the swamp and exposing them to the light. Or she was about to expose somebody. This was a power move. This was to keep her silent, okay? This was to shut her up, to take her platform away. And guys, understand, MSNBC is going to try to blackball her as well to keep her from finding another platform. Yes, they are. They want her to remain silent. They do not want her speaking on those things which she is trying to speak on. Guys, Tiffany Cross ain't anxious about this. This is MSNBC that is anxious about this. Tiffany has some information that she was about to break or that she did break. She stepped on some toes. She has information about people that could damage them. And she was not willing to play ball the way that they wanted her to. They were trying to get her to do things that were against her own self. And she was a strong enough person to tell them, nope, I'm not going to do it. And since she would not cow down and do what they said, they fired her. And not only did they fire her, guys, they blackballed her. Yes, they did. So, but guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Tiffany Cross is going to land on her feet. And she's going to break the news that they have tried to keep her in silence with. Look for her to reemerge. and look for her to reemerge bigger than life, because she will not be in the constraints of MSNBC. So they kind of messed up, because whatever it is that she has on them, now she has no loyalty to MSNBC at all. And when she lets the beans fly, she's going to let the beans fly. And then every one of us will be able to see exactly what the mainstream media is. And guys, I have a pit feeling in my stomach that that's what it is. That she was going to break open the nastiness that is in the mainstream media, in MSNBC's news department. Okay? The nastiness and the treachery that is in this supposedly left-leaning mega conglomeration. Understand, this is a big old company. And they only make money when you're watching them and when they can control the narrative. Don't put your trust in no man, no news department. Research for yourself. Read, and then read from different sources. The reason that the right is as brainwashed as it is because they keep them watching one station that focuses on that part of their brain that keeps them. It's an addiction. MSNBC does the same to Democrats. CNN does too. This is all about being addicted to one platform, okay? They need you to watch them. They need you to be loyal to them, okay? Otherwise, their platforms fall apart. If you began to think for yourself and turned it off, they lose power. And that's what this is all about, okay? That's what this is all about. My next question is from Jace H. What will become of Jeffrey Clark? Jeffrey Clark, the AG who was put in after Bill Barr resigned in December of 2020, or right before January 6th. Jeffrey Clark, the acting AG. Jeffrey Clark, the one who sent the bogus letters to the states telling them to throw out their legal votes and how to do it, to put the fake electors in. What will be the outcome of Jeffrey Clark, the man who should already be sitting in jail for crimes against the United States, for interfering in an election? What will be the fate, Tarot? What is the fate of Jeffrey Clark? What? The card, look at here. The card flipped over in my hand. That is the energy that Jeffrey Clark is working under. Okay, guys. Here we go. Okay, now the first card that jumped out is the devil. Force fatality. Evil. Evil. Jeffrey Clark was put in the position because he was a person that would do exactly what old Donnie Boy wanted him to do. No questions asked. He would improvise for him. Jeff Clark is worried. He's worried that the DOJ is going, that the last holdouts, the ones that are keeping these criminals protected, that are still in the department, are going to be removed. And then the DOJ and the Justice Department is going to move on these people. Understand, the reason that a lot of these people are still free is because there is still protection deep in the annals of some of these agencies. And there are people that must be removed. These people are being identified and held to account and removed from office. A lot of these people, though, that are in these hidden places are providing cover for these criminals, and especially for Jeffrey Clark. That is why he has not been arrested. He has been arrested. He was arrested, but he has not been arraigned, or should I say, he has not been brought to trial yet. He should be in jail. Again, what we are seeing here with Jeffrey Clark is that two-tiered system of justice. Who you are, how much money you make, and who you work for determines how the justice system comes after you. And guys, what we are seeing is this is the brokenness of our Department of Justice. This is the brokenness. We are seeing all these criminals, all these suits, and these are the ones. All the boots are getting, the ones who broke into the Capitol are being punished. But the suits, the ones who paid for it, the ones who facilitated it, are all walking free. So we're seeing the two-tiered justice system in America. The ones that have and the ones that have not. Jeffrey Clark is one of the haves. He was one of the orchestrators. He was one of the coaches, okay? But he's at a crossroads. Things are not going to remain all hunky-dory for Jeffrey Clark. Oh, no. He is already getting beat up by this. We just don't see it. But we have to understand exactly who he's working for. Oh, yes. Yes, he is working. He is completely on Team 45, on Team Vlad. That's how his name came up, because they knew that what he would do for money, what exactly, they knew how much he could be bought for. And guys, everything about the rest of this is all about money. All the news that we're going to have, we will get told how much Jeffrey Clark was promised to get from this. And the way that they did it, guys, we'll help you with this or this company or whatever this interest of yours is. You know, they try to make things untraceable. But the whole thing is trying to make people, trying to promise, I'm going to make you rich. You'll be able to do this. You'll be able to move with us. Jeffrey Clark is going to have to fight for his freedom. When the rest of his protection collapses, because that's the only thing that's keeping him out of jail right now, is that there is still protection for these despots that have not been weeded out of DOJ and Department and the FBI. Once those stumbling blocks are removed, Jeffrey Clark, Donnie Boy, and the rest of them will have to fight for their own freedom, because their protection will have been identified and removed. And understand that that's why a lot of these people are still where they are, is because there is protection. Bill Barr put fail safes. He put stops everywhere. There are booby traps everywhere in every department to try to protect this criminal element. Understand, they put work into shoring up their protection of their criminal deeds. Okay? My next question, was 45 involved in any way on the assault of Paul Pelosi? Was 45 in any way involved in the assault on Paul Pelosi? And we got a yes. We got the Ace of Cups. Let's see. And we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Yes, yes, Tarot is saying yes. This is rhetoric stirring up his base. Yes, yes, yes. His words involve him. in the assault of Paul Pelosi. Yes, his rhetoric, stirring up his base, riling them up to get them to fight. Yes. Yes. And he's asking people to do this on his behalf. Avenge me. And this is what his despots are doing. So here are the answers. Here are the yeses. Yes. 45's words and rhetoric make him responsible for Paul Pelosi's attack, because he planted the seed and he called for his minions to avenge him. That makes him responsible. Okay, my next question is from Pamela B. Pamela would like to know, will the Mueller report resurface? And guys, this is a huge one. This is so huge. But there is so much dirt that we can't even go back to the beginning, to where all of this started. Because understand, the Mueller report is where this all began. The Mueller report is the linchpin of why we are where we are. We could have been done with old Donnie Boy in the beginning. But we had so many people in government working to break our democracy, to cover up, that we allowed the despots to get a strong foothold. So here we go. Yes or no question. Will the Mueller report resurface? Will the Mueller report resurface? Yes. And guys, this is the Mueller report is going to be one of the things that is going to be the complete culmination of all of this, when it is reviewed to show that what was being said that whole time was true. That 45 was a paid asset of Russia. That everything that was going on was being orchestrated outside of this country. That people, senators that swore fealty to the United States, went to Russia and swore their allegiance to Vladimir. They took his cup and they drank it. They swore that they would work to make Russia great again. Those people are still sitting in our Senate. The Mueller report will resurface. Those traitors will be identified. All the things that have been hidden, all of this stuff that is in this dirty undercurrent, will be brought to the light. Every bit of it will be brought to the light so everyone can see who and what has been doing dirt to America. We will understand exactly who these people are and what they want for us. Okay? So, will the Mueller report resurface? Oh, yes. The Mueller report is going to resurface. People who need to be brought to justice will be brought to justice. This will be the end of this chaotic system. When it happens, this will be the end of this chaotic system that we are in. People will be brought to justice. People who have escaped justice will be brought to justice. They will not be roaming around footloose and fancy free. They are going to have to atone for their own sins. And we will finally be able to exhale and live in the society, the world that we have been co-creating. Once we get rid of all these devils and demons and monsters, once we shine the light into all the dark places, once we stop giving cover to criminals, once we stop letting the ultra rich decide the fate of all of us. Okay, my last question is from Diane DL, and this is about Kyrie Irving. Again, I don't watch TV. And I have not, I don't know if it's intentionally or not, but I have not looked up anything on Kyrie Irving. All I know is that he has been aligning himself with Kanye, possibly, maybe out there saying some crazy stuff. I don't know. So again, guys, like I said, don't watch TV. Don't watch it at all. Don't watch the news on YouTube. Don't watch it. So this is a cold read. So, Tarot, please tell us, what is the fate of the basketball player Kyrie Irving? What is the fate of the athlete, basketball player Kyrie Irving? Please, universe, creator, spirit, guide, speak freely through me. Tell us all you can about Kyrie Irving and what's going on with him. He is on a mission. Kyrie Irving is on a mission. Kyrie Irving sees himself as a warrior. And he feels like what he's doing to help people, to help the family. He's thinking that what he's doing is helping to awaken people. Unfortunately, the people who are in Kyrie Irving's ear are not people who have his best interests in heart. People do things for all kinds of reasons. People's beliefs, are based on how their lives were, on what experiences they had. So you have people who, and he's an affluent person. Now, he's a powerful person. He's a millionaire. So this is a person who has the resources, the reach, and the voice to make an effective change. This is a person who, unfortunately, has allowed the wrong voices to manifest in his psyche and believes to the contrary. And unfortunately, this is a person who is so into money, into having things, into wealth, and that's where his decisions are based on. It's not about humanity. It's about him keeping the things that are his. So he will say things and get on board with people that support the narrative of how his life is, on what is important to him. What's important to him is how he can make money, keep money coming to him, manufacture things for his success, not for the success of others, for his success. This is what this is about. He is about increasing the wealth for himself. So he aligns himself with thought processes, with words that align with that thought. How do I increase my worth? He aligns himself with Kanye because Kanye speaks the language of money, of I can have this, I can have that. And then he mixes it with religion and nonsense. It is. And I have to say it that way because if you listen, it's a jumble. People pick and choose what they want to hold on to through the rhetoric. And they make a whole platform based on that. But it has to support their own beliefs. And these are limited limited and limiting beliefs, because these people do not want to move out of their comfort zone. Okay, so they repeat things that they think will keep them powerful, that make them seem like they are awake when they are being forced into sleep. Kyrie Irving is a millionaire. He may not be a billionaire, but he is still speaking the language of the oligarch. And that is what he is doing. He has chosen the side of the dollar bill over the human being. He wants politics to protect his wealth. He wants to put politicians in office that will lift up the wealthy while standing on the necks of the impoverished. He's in a change. And him being called out by everybody is having an effect on him. But in the end, everything that he is doing is because he thinks that it gives him power, that it makes him something that he isn't. He may not remain with the NBA, or he may have to step away for a while, like a hiatus, and then return when this is blown over. But he's kind of shot himself in the face. He's painted a target on his own self by kind of going against the people who keep him famous. The little guy, the little black kids who want to buy his shoes. He's showing them, he's kind of telling them to hate themselves and to look at other people as being better than them, or that you can't. You're not unless you're like me. This is a changing. This is a whole consciousness. And he's going to be forced to defend his own ideology. And he's going to struggle with it. But unfortunately, he's got enough cult followers that will be out there explaining it for him. Just pay attention, guys. This is a de-evolution. These people are being exposed. Just watch. Okay? All right, guys. That was my last question for today. All right. Again, now be prepared. Be prepared. Tomorrow is the eclipse. And we could experience some adverse weather all over the place. Be prepared for anything. I just have to put it that way. Be prepared for the weather to be crazy. Be prepared for electrical outages. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Be prepared for anything to happen. Okay? Just be prepared. And be prepared if you're gonna stand online to vote. Come prepared. Prepare now. Prepare for it. Bring yourself a little stool. Bring yourself, if you must, bring yourself an entire cooler of beverages and food. Okay? Go prepared. Go prepared for rain or shine, for heat or for cold. Be prepared. Be prepared to stay, and be prepared to help your fellow man out if they need assistance in helping stay. So grab your lawn chairs. Grab your little folding chairs. Take them with you in case the elderly person in front of you is having trouble standing online and may need a place to sit down. Come prepared. Come prepared. We can be smarter than them. For everything that they're trying to do to make it hard for us to vote, we can come prepared to thwart them. Bring a chair. Bring two. Bring an umbrella. One for me and one for you. Okay? Let's do everything that we can to help each other tomorrow. Let's do everything that we can to get our voices heard. I love you. Remember, we are stronger together. Namaste. Namaste. Bye-bye.